It is said that the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but here in South Louisiana, the roads to the lower areas are on the banks of streams called bayous. Today, my friend Colin and I left Thibodaux around 11 o'clock with the intention of visiting as many of the lower Bayou communities as we could. We traveled south on Bayou Terrebonne, across Bayou Terrebonne to the east to reach the bank of Bayou Blue on the Lafourche side, which is the left bank. We traveled down south on Bayou Blue all the way to the Company Canal at Berg. We traveled the Company Canal bank back to Bayou Terrebonne. We followed Bayou Terrebonne down below Klondike, where we traveled east a distance to reach Bayou Pointe-aux-Chiens. We went to the end of the road at Pointe-aux-Chiens, came back a short distance, and took the cutoff road from Pointe-aux-Chiens to Ile Jean Charles, a little Indian community on the banks of another bayou. We returned to Pointe-aux-Chiens, returned to Bayou Terrebonne, went down below Montague on Bayou Terrebonne, returned, crossed Bayou Terrebonne towards the west, traveled through Smith Ridge, and reached the banks of Bayou Petit Caillou, Chauvin, with the intention of going down below the Boudreaux Canal and crossing over to Dulac. However, we didn't have time, so we returned to Houma along Bayou Petit Caillou, crossed over to Bayou Grand Caillou route, and followed that on down to Big Al's to eat gumbo, and continued north along the banks of Petit Bayou Black. In my earliest days with the welfare department, I was given some instructions of what to do when you enter a small secluded community, especially Indian community, of which there are several on the lower bayous. The first thing you do is you check in with the VIP, the chief of the village, the chief of the area, and get his blessings to go and visit with one of his clients, and this helps in the interviewing process, developing trust. On this day, we did the same thing, looked for the house of the chief, did not find him there, and took pictures of his teepee across the street. The movie, start the cotton bacon movie! At the end of the road at Pointe-aux-Chiens, having come down this way to show my friend Colin some of the less known scenic places in Louisiana. Well, right here in front of you, what you're looking at there, that net there is a mechanical shrimp net. When the tide is moving in or out, they lower that into the water overnight. And over there we have a couple of young fellas that are fishing. Area right here is the Pointe-aux-Chiens Wildlife Management Area. You don't have no more batteries? No. I didn't bring my extra batteries. Heavy of Bayou Ile Jean Charles, and here is where the Indian community of Ile Jean Charles starts, and it goes to somewhere around there, and this is the end of the road at Pointe-aux-Chiens down this way, and going down that way is... What's down that way? Look, that's Bayou Pointe-aux-Chiens. That's not Bayou Pointe-aux-Chiens? Yeah. Bayou Pointe-aux-Chiens on your right and Bayou Ile Jean Charles on your left. The end of the road at Ile Jean Charles, Indian community, or even if you cannot see the little teepees,
This is an area where people made their living with oysters and crab cages. Here we see a whole bunch of derelict crab cages, and this is the end of the road right here. And this is a little red car, and hands waving is Colin. And beyond this, there's some more of the banks of Bayou Ile Jean Charles, but it dwindles down to almost nothing. Yeah, what? This is everybody's fishing favorite fishing spot on the road between Pont-au-Chien and Ile Jean Charles. And Colin did something to my camera, broke it. Wait a minute. Wait, that's let me get the net. These bridges across Bayou Pont-au-Chien. About 30 years ago, all of this area here was just rural. A few houses scattered
this is
every
not
mile or so.
Here, no.
Yeah, that's just a subdivision there.
Oh, right here? Okay.
Yeah.
Pont-au-Chien here. They said Pont-au-Chien now.
Well, they spell it differently in different places, but I'm trying to get all these bridges across the bayou, which are all what has enabled the settlement on the other side. Ça c'est le chemin de Pont-au-Chien, là où il tourne pour aller au Bayou Terrebonne. Mais comme tu peux voir droit là, Bayou Pont-au-Chien continue d'aller dans le clos. Et il fait le tour et il va back au Bayou Terrebonne là-bas.
À Pont-au-Chien, il y a même de la gasoline.
C'est pas la gasoline, c'est l'essence.
Oui, mais ici c'est gasoline.
Going down this way, it's pretty navigable, large. There's bunches of shrimp boats and all.
This is a shrimp processing.
Yeah, and we're almost near the end of the road at Montague, but since we're in a hurry to go eat we're
what?
gonna return.
Eat what?
Keep it?
What we gonna eat?
Oh, we're gonna eat gumbo, that's for sure,
right.
yeah.
I'm worried.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, we're not going to go to the end of this road. This trip, we'll come back another trip to take to the left across Bayou Terrebonne and go down towards Smith Ridge to go to Bayou Petit Caillou. Smith Ridge, and the bridge we're coming up on is over Bayou Petit Caillou, and on the other side is Chauvin. This is the junction of Louisiana 56, the same highway that goes by on the east side of the Houma Airport.
Oh, okay.
Also being the same road that comes along Bayou Terrebonne from Thibodaux, Canal Boulevard.
Oh, really?
Except that at that point it's called Highway 20.
20.
To Shreveport, right?
20 to Shreveport.
Tu vois le sign là-bas qui dit Bégal?
Gars, tout le monde qui est là-bas. Tout le monde qui est là-bas.
Le monde qu'on est là, le manger est bon.
Le monde qu'on est où le manger est bon.
Better known as Highway 311. Bayou Petit Blanc.